My team and I, we did a bit of research, particularly for men above the ages of 40. And the fact is that more than 60% of men who are over 40 in South Africa, they actually don't own a single investment property. And if you are here and you're watching this and you're like, TJ, you're smoking something, I want you to go and look in your 10 close men and ask them whether they actually own any investment. You'll be shocked. But to those of you, or to those some of us who do, most, if not many of you, I'm going to exclude myself because I'm not of that, many of them have bought in areas that they actually liked. So, I stay in Sandton, so I'm going to buy in Sandton. I stay in Midrand, so I'm going to buy in Midrand. And I'm just throwing out names here, but I'm not saying that this was bad or something like that. I'm just saying that for many of you who actually bought an investment, you thought you bought it because you bought it in an area that you liked, but it was not producing what we call long-term wealth. And that's why actually for many of you who are especially on the ages of plus 40, 45, you actually have 3 bonds, but you're still broke at the end of the month. It's just a reality, right? FNB, the other day, they also put in that report to say, I think they said close to about 90% of their people that bank with them, by the 10th, they have no money. So obviously you're paying for these bonds. For those people that are renting out your places, you're subsidizing. If we are meeting for the first time, my name is TJ, your host, and I'm a former banker and founder here at the TJ Tribe. And I do business with a focus in student accommodation, flips, which is buy and sell, and coaching, with the hope that all of us, as young, upcoming modern parents, we can be able to have passive income from real estate. Welcome to the channel. Today, we are going to fix that. In under 10 minutes, my good friends, I will show you the best areas to invest in South Africa for long-term gains. Specifically, if you are your plus 40s, I want to help you to win because I am winning, and I just want you to do the right thing for you and your family so that you can retire with a little bit of dignity. So let's start to invest smartly. So we've got a pen and paper. Let's jump into it. So I'm going to fly through it today. I want to get into my 10 minutes. So number one, before we talk suburbs, let's just talk about the criteria. What is the criteria here for long-term gains? I'm going to say that number one, look for population growth areas where people are moving in, not moving out. In South Africa, we've got this problem where you might have a certain demographics. White people are moving out, or Indians are moving out, or black people are moving in. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where just the population, whether it's black, white, whatever it is, they are moving in. That's a good spot. Why are they moving in? They need accommodation. You are going to provide it. Number two, jobs nodes, right? An area where it's closer to jobs or universities. So people need to stay close to their employment. That's number two. Number three, infrastructure. Where there is transport, good schools, good hospitals, people want to stay in those areas because they are after those amenities. Number four, affordability, right? Middle class, people that are in the middle class, or should I say the working class, the working class people, they demand or they want to keep their rental consistent, or they want to keep it at a low or consistent to their incomes, and obviously it can then create a good consistent income to you. So it's working both sides. Lastly, I want to say to you, not many markets in South Africa create what we call a yield and a growth combo. What do I mean by that? Yield and growth combo, you're basically combining the cash flow and the capital appreciation that you can potentially create tomorrow. That's kind of like speculating. I don't really like to invest that way. I like to invest in today. Now, let's talk about some areas, right? I've been doing some research and I'm investing in some of these areas. There's lots of cake to be shared with everybody. So number one, I'm going to give you like real names, right? Real suburbs. Johannesburg, the south and the east, they are good. I'm of the view. Soweto extensions, there's been a lot of developments in Soweto extensions over the years, recent times. Alberton, Jamestown, these are all very good for, there's a huge demand for affordable rentals. There's huge demand for things like back rooms or multi-lets. They are performing very strong in these areas. And this is also very close to, if you have to look at the criteria that we spoke about earlier on, it fits into that. So from a long-term perspective, stable income streams, yeah, I think you can do that. So from a long-term perspective, it creates great stability for you, and obviously that creates a good steady income down the stream as you go along. Suburb number 2 is Pretoria North. I've seen the likes of Hatfield, very strong on student accommodation and a mix of working class as well. Consistent student demand with the university there, tax, there's a demand. Working class who are commuting obviously with shared rentals. That's also a big thing that's happening in there. And then area number 3, suburb number 3, Cape Town. Within the northern and the southern suburbs, we have seen that. Also, what they are calling the studio corridors in Cape Town, that has also created some good capital appreciation together with a bit of diversification. Areas like Goodwood, Parow, they're good. I think so. I've been seeing some great deals in those areas. Number 4, suburb number 4, Durban and surrounding townships. TJ, talking about townships? Yes, I am. Right? Plus, there's also a bit of coastal growth in that has been happening in Durban. Places like Umlazi, there's still a whole lot of developments happening. Komashu, Pinetown. In Pinetown, there's a bit of student accommodation there as well. The northern coastal, Ballito, Mhlanga. Yeah, I like Ballito. My family and I, we've gone there for a holiday. It's quite cool. I like it. There have been a lot of Airbnbs in some of those areas. So long-term gain in some of these has produced, well, it's growth corridors. Ballito didn't, it wasn't like this 10, 15 years ago. It's totally different now. Lots of development that are still happening there. Number 5, suburb number 5, Bloemfontein, and any other smaller university towns. There's quite a bit of them. So Bloem, Stellenbosch is an example. Obviously, because the universities are growing, because of that, the demand is higher, particularly for student accommodation. I'm speaking to my game. I'm giving you these things because I research stuff within my game, right? Consistent occupants. The students are there for the whole year, 10 months within the year. They're there. Smaller towns, there is obviously some kind of a lower rental cost, but it's strong yields at the end of the day. So long-term gain, the nature obviously student accommodation, extremely reliable. As you can see, we have revamped the look of our background as we have included some of the flags. That means a great deal to me. And we're running a competition until the end of October. As some of the prizes that we're going to be given, they are going to be enjoyed in the month of November. So within this competition, it's very simple. All you need to do is to comment at the bottom. And whenever you hear this talking, and you're going to answer the question. So the question that I'm going to be asking is, what do you think the 4 flags that I've put behind me, what do they mean? What do they mean to TJ? The first flag is the United Kingdom. The other one is the USA. The other one is for Zimbabwe and for South Africa. Obviously, we are broadcasting all the time and we do deals from South Africa, and that's our place for home. But what do you think it is? And I've seen a lot of people just posting, TJ, they've been answering the obvious. Are you a Zimbabwean born? That's obvious. I wouldn't run a competition for that obvious thing. What do you think, right? Go a little bit deeper in your thinking. And we've got some prizes today. We are going to be sharing with you what is it that you're going to be winning. So prize number 1, which is a couple of them, you are going to be having, if you are obviously based in South Africa, you are going to be getting signed copies of one of my books. As you all know, I'm an author. Those are all my books right there that I've written. So you can get a personalized message inside, and you can get a copy. And all you are going to be doing is to pay for courier when you have one. And obviously, we'll give out a shout out here on the next video, which will be in the month of November. So that is price number one. Price number one, a couple of them, right? There might be 5, there might be 10. I don't know how many prices. The more obviously you comment in there giving your thoughts, hey, the more we are going to give out those prices between now and the end of October. Then we're going to have a second tier of prices, right? That was our first tier of prices. The second tier of prices is that you all know we've got a masterclass here that runs 3 times in a year. I am going to be giving free pass, right? It's online, so you can join from wherever you are. For just commenting, my good friends, you will get a value of $997. So we'll give you a free pass for the next Making Money Masterclass, and that's coming up in the month of November, right? And also, on top of that, you are going to be getting a one-on-one 20-minute coaching call with me, and we'll give that once, only to one person. However, the free pass, we may just be able to give it to a number of people. Then the grand prize, the grand prize, my good friends, it is going to be announced at the end of October. So the more you comment, the more you share, the more you're going to be engaging on the videos, particularly on these flags, or even just answering a question, we are going to be able to give you what we call the Tribe Legacy Pack. Dun, 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 dun. So what is the Tribe Legacy Pack? The Tribe Legacy Pack, it comprises of 3 of my books. I will give that away, yes. And also, we've got a workbook here that we teach on. You are also going to be getting that one. You will also be able to attend only once of the master class. So you're getting a free pass to the November master class. And then on top of that, I will give you a personal one-on-one strategy call that I will give. And we will record that. And who knows, maybe it could help out somebody else out there. Now, my good friends, all of these prices are up for grabs, right? They are ready to be won. All you need to do is to comment in the section, and you are answering the question, what do you think these flags means to me? But they may mean something else differently to you too. Hey, we want to hear about it. Or maybe it's just a comment. Whatever comment it is going to be in the comments, let us know, and we are just going to pick up random people. And in any of these categories, we've got multiple of those giveaways, and we'll be able to give you. Remember, if we're going to deliver anything to you, the price of courier will be on you. So we'll let you know how best. Obviously, if you have one, we will let you know. Happy flagging and investing. I want to say this. Here's the trick. As a man who is plus 40, your needs are a different strategy. So I'm just going to call this over 40 strategy. If you are 40 and 40, if you're at the ages of between 40 and 45, you should be buying in a higher yield areas. That's your job. You need the cash flow. That should be your primary goal. If you're 45 to 55, you are looking for a blend of growth in areas like the Cape Towns, the Durban, because you're looking for cash flow and you're also looking to build equity. If you're at the age groups of, let's say, 55 to 65, you're wanting to focus on stability. So student towns becomes your thing. These are established rentals. You know what is the performance is going to look like. And you ensuring that there is consistent cash flow for your retirement supplement. Does that make sense? Now, don't try to get rich quickly. Don't try to do that. At 40, my good friend, it's about income you can rely on. What do I say? It's about income that you can rely on. Now, imagine this. You are at 65. You own around about 3 properties. and you stay in your own that is fully rent, that is you own outright. And part of these three is maybe in Pretoria North and maybe Bloem, it's 2-student accommodations, and they are now all paid off. And at bare minimum, you can be earning anything between 30,000 to around about 55,000, which is extremely possible. You have seen some of these deals that we do here. And you are living off your paid home. How much more do you need? This, my friends, is what I call dignity retirement. You're not asking, you're not waiting for SASA, you're not waiting for anybody, for any cash handouts from your kids, nothing like that. You're self-sufficient. And all you did was to choose the right areas when you could afford to buy. And then you just let them work over the years. My good brother was talking to me, his name is Isaiah. And Isaiah was talking, he was saying that my people will live in peaceful dwelling places, in secure homes. This is whether you're retired or not, right? In undisturbed places of rest. A lot of people think that Isaiah was talking about heaven. But to us today here at the tribe, I want to say this is not just about heaven. It's about stewardship right here on earth. And just being able to create your own dignity. So men, it's not too late at 40. It's not. Or plus 40. It's not. You are at your prime in terms of your earnings in your employment. So use it carefully. The right areas can literally change your children's future. It can literally change your own game. So let me know if you're plus 40, where are you investing in? Let's talk about it. What areas are you investing in and why? I just wanted to bring you in this conversation of property management. This can become such a hassle. If you've got more than one tenant and they're in different places, this can really become a stress, because all you're now needing to do is to manage tenant issues, maintenance calls, late payments sometimes, and endless paperwork. So my good friends, I have been deploying all my properties to a company that is called Productive Realty. They are out in Boksburg, and all they do is manage properties, particularly for early investors, particularly for seasoned investors, actually for all investors. And they do this because they themselves, they are also investors in properties. They understand the game of investing and managing. The money is not made in buying properties. I always say to people, the money is made in the management of the actual property, because that's a lifelong, you need to be able to pay all the things that you need to pay for. So the company Productive Realty, my good friends, and Leroy Slava, he has a big team there, and they manage their portfolio, and they can also manage your portfolio. So if you're in and around Johannesburg, particularly in the east, they are readily available to actually just be able to jump on board and take over your properties wherever it is right now. They will do placements for you. All of these things that we spoke about, the tenant issues, all of that will be gone, because Productive Realty will be able to manage that for you. So my good friends, all you need to do is drop us an email. You can see where it is here, and the team at Productive Realty will be able to take all of your hassles away from your tenants, and you can be able to have peace of mind, sleep, hassle-free investments whilst they are managing all your tenants for you. So what are you waiting for? Be like me and jump on to Productive Realty. Let the guys help you out.